At that point, what really helps is taking a moment of silence, going back, sitting and thinking the whole perspective, and seeing if I am in that person's shoe and if I'm treated the same way, would I like it? I think 90% of the time it would give the answers. Yeah, like I said, like I've heard that thing, you should argue, you should have conversations or altercations like scientists, not like lawyers or something. But it's very easy to say when you're in that moment, like it's very difficult to see. So that's where I feel like a moment of silence or a moment of being away and trying to think through things is much more important than at that point trying to solve the issue. You cannot solve the issue. You can always understand the issue and try to maneuver around it. So yeah, we started with your YouTube journey. Going back to the YouTube journey, I remember you mentioning that you want to hire a logo maker, editor, and everything. And I did give you my 2 cents saying, with whatever that I have accomplished, I want accomplished is a big word, but with whatever I've been doing, I kind of mentioned try to do it all by yourself, and you would love it. Are you genuinely loving it, or is it a pressure that's created extra pressure on you?
No, not really. I'm actually enjoying it, and I'm creating the thumbnails as well. Some of them are really good, some of them are not that great, probably. But
Oh wow, you're creating the thumbnail. It's coming out very good.
yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. So I think, yeah, I'm just enjoying it, honestly. Like I mentioned the last time, I just didn't know what was happening, who was creating the thumbnails, or I wasn't really into it. But now, since I'm doing most of the work, maybe I would say 100% of the work, I'm really enjoying it.
Awesome. Like I said, that's pretty important. Going like last time we spoke a lot about love, and most of my friends, like who I know, loved that bit of the podcast, definitely. And I want to dig in more into that. So we spoke about what love is. What are a set of green flags for you in a person if you're seeking relationship, and what are a set of red flags for you?
Okay.
And can a person only have green flags and only have red flags?
I don't think a person can have only green flags, and probably they might be a walking red carpet, but I don't think anybody would be just a green flag. Okay, this is really tough. Let me say, okay, green flags, I wouldn't want to like point out major things which is a green flag to everybody, but I would want to state subtle things. Like, for instance, one of the green flags that I feel is if you cook something for somebody and you give it to them and they just eat it, whether it is bad or not. I feel that's a green flag to me.
That's nice. And
someone who just appreciates you, acknowledges the effort. I feel that's a nice thing too. And what else? Yeah, and also who has a very good relationship with friends and family. I think that's a huge deal. You can say a lot about a person you can say a lot about a person with who he hangs out with.
Yeah, there's a thing, right? You become the average of 5 people who you spend your most of the time with.
Yeah, so if he has good friends, definitely the person is really good. I feel that. And most of the other qualities, like whether he cooks for you or he does chores and all of that, I think that those are like basic, right? Those are like just basic manners. You don't have to glorify somebody because they're doing something. That's just sweet, just a nice normal behavior. Because I've seen a lot of them saying or do, definitely it's a good character where they have to be acknowledged and stuff, but I would say that's actually something basic that anybody has to do. Just help your partner with cooking, or if your partner cooks, if they're doing the dishes, it's just all nice things where you're completing the partnership. You don't say, I cook for you, so you have to do the dishes. You cook for me, so you do the dishes. You don't have to say that, is what I feel. It just goes without saying. It's all about partnership. That's why I mentioned the subtle things that they do, like just enjoying each other's company and not complaining about your partner behind their back. I feel that's also major green flag, which they're not supposed to do.
Interesting.
What about you?
Green flags? What I look for in a person? Most of what you mentioned, for me at least, because I do a lot of things and I'm always involved in a lot of activities. For me personally, at least, is someone who could understand that and be a part of my life journey and feel it more exciting. I would like that. Like for me, that is a green flag for sure. They'll understand and they'll be hand in hand with most of the things that I do. Just understand. That's it. And then that's a simple green flag for me.
Yeah, I think it's just that you have to bring the best versions of themselves.
Exactly.
If I can be the best version of myself around my partner, that's a huge green flag, because I believe that if your partner, if you're not with the right partner, your whole body changes, you get stressed out, you're just not happy, and it can be seen on your face. And if you completely change into another person, or if you're just not the same person around after they entered your life, I feel that's when you'll know that that's a major red flag. If your partner can bring the best version of yourself, it's a green flag.
Makes sense. And I also want to add one more thing for the green flag, at least for me, is relationship with the family. Like if they have a really good relationship, sometimes it's like traumatic, not their fault, but you could see that if they have a really good relationship with their family, they love spending time with family, that means for me, I personally consider that as a green flag. So we spoke about green flags. What are the red flags for you?
I feel over saying something and under delivering. I feel that's a red flag. Don't say something if you can't do it. I know sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times, let's say you're saying something and it doesn't happen, at least own it. Okay, I know I said this, but it's not happening and I'm really sorry. You can at least say that. But there are few people, I would say, at least I've seen some of my friends experience it. Like, something happens, they just overpromise and they don't deliver it at all. And they don't even acknowledge it at all. I feel that's like a red flag.
What else is a red flag?
What else is a red flag? Obviously, if they're abusive, that's a red flag. And just thinking the other person's emotions are not really worth it. Probably you think it doesn't really matter. I would say that's also a red flag. You can say that if you are having a fight or something, both of them can be wrong, or even one of them can be right. But I'm sure that if you are in a relationship or something, definitely your partner wouldn't. It's not in your partner's intention to hurt you, right? So you should just understand them, or just give them the benefit of the doubt, like, okay, they just did it for some stupid reason or something, and consider their emotions as well, and not just discard it.
Good answer.
So what about you?
I've thought long and hard about red flags. I don't know, like I feel like probably just not understanding the efforts not understanding the efforts that has been put into the relationship. And Yeah, always putting the other person down, right? Always saying, oh, that wasn't good, this wasn't good, like you could have done this better, you could have done this better. Like there are certain ways to say it. I feel like if you put it in a certain way, definitely it's going to come across right. But if you always do something and you point out you did it but you didn't do this,
Yeah.
so I feel like that's when you feel like you're not good enough, and I think most of the relationship fail there.